Good morning, everybody. Surely everyone's heard about the expense of buying eggs. Personally, I think it's just totally ridiculous. My girls, are laying super great. Sorry if I'm jerking the camera around. The sun is shining in my eyes. And we're still cold here. Super cold. And I left the girls and the boys shut up for a little bit because it's so cold out here. It's probably about 20 degrees. The sun came up, so I'm doing something new, and that is to let the sun come up, warm up the ground a little bit, because they're going to be on the ground. But this rise in prices of eggs is just totally crazy. And I went and got some feed, and the feed has jumped up tremendously, and it doesn't even make any sense. So when you're paying $7 for a dozen of eggs, people's gonna be like, I could do without eggs. Here, we're not doing without eggs. These girls have been super great. Oh, let's go senior and juniors into the same coop. Hey, senior. Hi, buddy. It's cold out here. But I would suggest that maybe find someone local. Find someone local that's selling eggs. And you know what? If they're only charging you $2.50 for a dozen eggs or $3, give them a tip. You know, because it costs a lot in food, and there's a lot of work into this. It doesn't seem like it when you're just dealing with chickens. I guess it depends on how well you want to take care of them. But here we take care of them pretty daggone good. So today we're giving them corn. So corn is expensive. This food is expensive. I'm giving them corn so to help with their body temperature, to help them circulate more heat, to help them out. So with chickens, you have to know exactly what to do. They get their laying mash, and it gets a little bit of cracked corn into it, and then they also get just whole corn when the temperatures get down this far, and will get down. And the thing of it is, I noticed with chickens that they will pick out what they need for their body. These guys sure do. So the other chickens are going to stay shut up in their coop because handicap is in there. So my suggestion is to find someone who sells eggs. Right now I'm giving eggs away. We're getting so many. I'm blessed by that. But find someone that sells eggs, because not only does it save you money, but it helps them out on this feed bill. It definitely helps them out onto the feed bill. Come on out, guys. Because I remember when you used to be able to buy 50 pounds of feed for almost $13. It went up, and that was when it went up. And you're definitely going to spend that a month easily. Come on, handicap, easy boy. But you're definitely going to spend that. But now, some of it's like $18 for cheap stuff. Hey, handicap, for cheap stuff. And if you feed your animals rightly or right, then your food bill is going to go up extremely high. And I think that's why I don't really get into selling eggs anymore, because you gather the eggs. You know, you got to consider when you buy from somebody, you're gathering the eggs, you're feeding the animals, you got your expense, and you're gathering the eggs, and you're washing the eggs, you're putting them into cartons, which costs money, and then sometimes you're taking them to people, and it becomes, you got your expense into it. And that's one of the reasons I stopped doing it, because when eggs was 99 cents a dozen, I would give people eggs. I have abundance. I'll just give them away, and I still give them away. But people didn't appreciate those eggs. They just like, oh, it's eggs, right? that 99 cents, because they're in their mind, they're thinking I can go to the grocery store for 99 cents. Nobody considers the value of 99 cents, but consider the value that you got food into it, and you washing those eggs, and you bring them in the cart and you take them to their house. And really, I stopped doing it, you know. So if I get abundance of eggs, if I can't give them away or to my family, then what I do is I cook these eggs up. Chicken eating chicken. So I cook the eggs up, and the chickens absolutely loves it. There's no waste here. Come on, Mama. Oh, so there's no, wait a minute, Mom, I'm sorry. So there's no waste here. I'm coming. But find someone that has a farm. Find someone that's willing to do that. Eventually, I might end up doing that. I mean, I've thought about it, but the only time it seems that people are appreciating eggs is when the egg prices goes up. So find someone local and help them out. And in returns, it helps you out. If they're only charging you $5, $3.50, $4, definitely throw in a couple of extra dollars. Because the thing of it is, these eggs are organic. They're not been sprayed with anything. You know basically what the food is. You know they've been raised right. You know they've been taken care of. You know a lot about just purchasing organic eggs. Now, organic eggs is up to $9 in some places. In California, last I heard, it was like $20 for a dozen of eggs. And so definitely who would want to spend $20 for some eggs? So support your local farmer, support your local homesteader. Take a little bit of time and get some, you know, something that you know how it's raised properly, and it's disease free. So humans have eaten eggs for years. Everybody loves chicken. Whether it's fried chicken, scrambled eggs, everybody loves chicken. Are you getting an egg? Uh-oh. Mr. Rooster's like, what are you doing up there? Uh-oh. Oh, he's going on. They know you don't, the angel. So they say the eggs are going to be going up 20% more. And the reason they're going up because of the bird flu outbreak. I believe if you take care of your chickens, maintain everything really good. Now, yes, they say it comes in from wild birds. But, you know, if you ever gone to a chicken factory, if you ever seen those chickens into cages, if you ever seen them how they're all bunched up, it makes you really wonder. I just believe that, you know, we've gone through this before, and I believe there's always something they're coming up that create prices to go up higher. It's pretty daggone obvious that they're doing or saying things to create egg prices to go up higher and higher. If you remember, at one time, the egg prices was the lowest thing. Everything else had gone up, but not the eggs. And then suddenly, we got a flu outbreak. We got an egg shortage, and that's what they're saying now. There's an egg shortage because a lot of chickens had to be killed because of it, and we have an egg shortage. But what's curious to me, if we got an egg shortage, then why the very next week did feed go up $2 more? It doesn't make any sense. If you got a chicken shortage, why is the feed going up? That don't have anything to do with the eggs. Some places don't have any eggs. So if you notice that we're into a time period that inflation has definitely going up, even since December, and we're into February. I believe, so I was blaming it on this, that, and the other, that maybe they need to be honest with the people and say, you know, we're raising the prices. It's inflation. But, Mr. Rooster trying to come over here. But we got to look at the truth. You know, maybe there was a bird flu. I mean, things happen all the time, whether it's the cows or whatever. It's animals, and you can expect the unexpected. But, you know, our system has gotten really corrupt. And so we need to take a look at it, and, you know, maybe people take a stand, you know, because we don't take a stand. If somebody don't speak the truth that, hey, send the alarm, inflation. You know, it takes 21 days to hatch out a chick. And you know good and well they're hatching out these chickens all the time because they're butchering all the time. They're you know, we got chicken into the grocery store. So there's always a movement when it comes to the food production. And there's always a movement onto inflation. And we all thought that maybe after January 2025 that we would see things come down because of our last leadership. But it's not the leadership, you know. I don't believe he's making things better, because we just got in such a mess that it's just messed up everything. And so we just have to take the time and realize that, hey, we're into a mess. That's why I say support your local farmers. If I'm someone that has eggs, that's willing to sell them, because surely they're willing to sell them to help out with this feed costs, because this feed cost can really go high. You know, it's feed, and to keep going up on the feed. So whenever we don't have any eggs, then suddenly they go up onto the feed. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. I'll be back, buddy. You see, chickens eating chickens. So I don't waste anything around here, because they love it. As long as I can make sure that they don't have the eggshells or create them to want to, you know, be egg eaters, then it's all good. Right now, they're full. In other words, none of that would be down there if they wasn't full. So, when will this end? You know? Well, we could say, who's to say? But probably what they'll say is until we recoup, you know, we get our supply back up. And that's why I said the best thing to do is really find someone who sells eggs. Don't rely on the system, because we've already gone through this. How many times? We've already gone through this. And they're saying the egg prices for 2025 is going to go up even more. So find someone that you can support, that will support you, get you onto the list. Because you see, if there's a large demand and supply, then every individual might not have enough eggs. And there might be some out there that does. You know, like right now, I could have a list of people to sell eggs to. And maybe I'll get there. Right now is not the time for me, because I am giving those eggs to my family and supporting them, helping them to not have to go out there and pay those high food prices, you know, high egg prices, to go out there to help them into their life, because that's what family is supposed to do. And friends, I give some to friends, you know. So, and then I cook some up for my chickens so they can enjoy, you know, what they have produced. And I enjoy them. And then I cook me some up. Maybe I make double eggs, or chicken salad, or egg salad, or turkey salad. You know, I find a way to use up my eggs that is really healthy. In the past, they said eggs are not good for you. It's not even true, and they're low in calories. They're super healthy. People's been eating eggs for thousands of years and feed their families. That was one of the surplus foods. That's one of their foods that they rely off onto to help make it through the winter, or make it through the seasons. We think about our ancestors; they relied off of those eggs. So it really was detrimental when a fox or a possum or a raccoon, as it is today, gets into the coop, and you got that time, that money into it. But not only that, you're losing your egg production. So until they recoup, until they get back on board, it's hard to me to believe that we've already been through this, that they don't have a system into place in case this happens again. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, this has been around for thousands of years, and why suddenly, you know, we got a shortage. It reminds me of like Walmart. I went into Walmart, and there was no bags. And you buy all your stuff, you did all this shopping, you go up there to check out, and they tell you, we don't have any bags. And I said, well, you know, it's raining outside. And I said, do you have any bags down there? She said, there might be a few down there. And so I went down there, and there was a few, enough to get me through. But I turned around and looked at all the people. And I'm like, you would think you would tell them before they came in the door, maybe, you know, it's raining. But it shows you that the system doesn't care. It cares about its money coming in. And so when we're in, well, I think it's going to end when we change our mind and find someone that we can rely off onto and not the system as much. Because too many people are relying off of the system, you know, just relying off on a system. Get a system that works. Now, abduction does go down in most people into the winter time and the cool weather times, and that's well expected. But then with baby, when it picks up, it picks up. That's what I'm saying. I don't really understand why they don't have a system in the place. I believe they do. It's just another reason for inflation, right? See you on to the next video.